Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? I am Much Debauchery, and today we are going to be continuing our challenge run of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and without further ado, let's get back into it. So last episode, we spent our time playing a lot of Gwent, as we finally made our way to the city of Novigrad to see if Triss knew anything about our daughter Ciri. It turns out she had been run out of her home because of the witch hunts going on in the city, but we were able to find her with the King of Beggars, who is kind of one of the four criminal overlords, underlords of the city. So last we left off, we had helped her out a bit, and she told us she knew nothing of Ciri, as I said, but she recommended that we go speak to an Oromancer or something like that, basically someone who can see things through dreams. So we are going to do that now. At least that's the plan. This is a reminder to our current challenges that we're undertaking in this game, or in this run I should clarify, is that we are playing on Death March. Let me let this cutscene go
Just
first.
passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. Truth is, we're already dependent on the black markets, economically.
Don't spill it, please. Leave it.
Wake up, it's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room's blocked. There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what'd happen if I laid a doll in it.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Stop. Go away. Leave it. Boo!
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher, He'll believe me.
Yes, yes, yes! Do that, and I promise not to bother your friend, not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up. But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Oh, look, mine are pretty.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Ah, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
What'll it be?
What are you serving? Not hungry, not thirsty, but I sure wouldn't mind a round of Gwent.
I see a challenger who seeks to subdue Pile Driver. Master Claytop heartily greets the challenger.
Greetings to Master Claytop from Geralt.
Will you take up the challenge? Will you face our tavern's champion?
Alright, so that's a good bet. Also, I just realized my voice may have been off for a long time.
Yeah, I'll fight this
Which
Gregorio
would be
fellow.
really unfortunate.
Your attention, please. This fine witcher has agreed to join in battle with our tavern's champion, George's George. While our champion prepares, you and I should have a chat. Let us talk coin. I shall be blunt. You stand to earn a great deal, provided you follow a few recommendations.
You asking me to cheat?
Not to cheat, to engage in an enterprise, that is all. What say you?
We'll see what he has to say.
How much will you give me to throw the fight?
Considerably more than if you win.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Kiss my ass, Master Claytop.
You'll regret that. A warm welcome to our competitors as they enter the ring. Geralt versus George's George, the Pile Driver. May the better man win.
Alright.
Fucking come on!
Alright, I was expecting him to be like level 20, so level 15. I cannot complain about that.
What? Lost your
The
nerve?
secret of a lot of these fights really is just to make sure you get the counters in, and then you can just like spam left click really. Also, if you just back up a little bit, that also tends to work because of this overswing. It's really annoying when they block too, but sometimes you can break their block just by doing like a heavy attack from afar. Something like that.
Come on, come closer.
Doesn't work all the time, but occasionally you get through it. The thing that gets really annoying is people just do lots of jabs, because they're tough to
Our
counter.
winner and the tavern's new champion is the witcher called Geralt. Here is your prize. Archibald O'Neill is another brawler you can fight. You'll find him near the entrance to the slums. There's also Mortimer, captain of the guard. He can usually be found near the Oxenfurt Gate.
Alright, sounds good. We'll keep that in mind if we run past him at some point.
Oh!
Anyways, back to Kareen.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
I love how they have Gwent cards on the table, by the way. Good, like, little aesthetic.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, And frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion? They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the Rosemary Thyme in their will.
The Rosemary Thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The Rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
So I find that whole sequence there to be really good because it gives you a lot of, well, especially for people who've only played the games, because it gives a lot of background on Ciri and Yennefer, who aren't in the two previous games, and people who've only played the games wouldn't really know anything about them. But this kind of sequence here with Corrine Tilly really helps kind of flesh out that storyline and everything. It's pretty cool how they added that. That said, I've never read the books myself, but I know quite a bit about like the story they tell and all that. But I do intend on reading them at some point. I'm not a really big reader, but I do read on occasion. I read news a lot, I just don't really read like books, I guess, is a better way of putting it. Though I certainly used to when I was younger. Oops. I've been playing on my a separate playthrough I have recently, which is like my single player playthrough, or my first playthrough I ever did. And it's not on Death March there, so when I just got hit for that much, it was kind of shocking, to say the least. Because I'm just playing on like normal difficulty on that game, and I'm like pretty high level on that one. I think I'm like level 55 or something. Hopefully we'll reach that level at some point in this. Also, I'm just curious who this merchant is over here real quick. If I can reach them.
You need me to grab another?
Greetings.
Oh, here it is. The apocalypse. A witch has walked into my brothel.
What's strange about that?
What's strange is you. Everyone knows witches are freaks, mutants, unnatural. And this here's a decent brothel for whores with principles. Well, spit it out. Got all the same bits in your trousers like a normal lad.
Last I checked, everything was where it should be.
Some people just like being assholes, yo. We're gonna see if she has anything to buy, and then we're gonna play some Gwent though, since we're here. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has much of interest. So we'll just take a card out of her and some Gwent.
Wouldn't mind a round or two of cards. Only need my hands for that.
I do want to check to see what the card we just won was, though. This guy. I'm not actually sure if I've seen this card before. Interesting. We'll add it to the deck. So eventually we're gonna... Well, one day I hope to play a Nilfgaardian deck. We need to get more spies, though, since that's basically what it runs on. Let's see what she is. Also Northern Realms. Okay, cool, cool. We got one of our spies. Gonna replace Vest, see if we get something better. We get a decoy. That's probably gonna be good because presumably this other guy has at least one spy. And I think we'll replace the Commander's Horn. Alright, cool. So that gave us both our Reaver Dragons. And there's a third one we can get somewhere in the game. I haven't put in the effort to find him. I'm pretty sure he's somewhere near the beginning too, and we just like skipped it somehow. Maybe in between this stream and the next one I'll figure out where he is and we can go pick him up next time. Because he is it's really good to have all three. Also, I completely forgot to put my spy down. That was poor play. I think we're most likely going to end up winning this round. Let's see what happens. I don't really want to keep placing cards simply because I know he's going to put the spy back down at one point, and that's basically just going to give us the round. The catapult's another card we actually need to get. I'm pretty sure there's 2 catapults in the game, and we have one. I'm pretty sure the other one is also somewhere at the beginning and we just don't have it. We'll just put Roach down. We'll put John the Talus. Honestly, I might just use our leader ability just to get him to play something. I don't know, it's kind of tough because I don't really want to play any of these cards because he's gonna give us that spy eventually. We can pick it up, and then hopefully we'll get another Blue Stripes Commando, so then we can match them up. Honestly, I might just decoy one of these guys back to my hand just to see if he'll play anything. He does. Dijkstra too. Alright, nice. So we'll take that, of course. Then we can use our medic to get Stannis back. Or Stennis? Yeah, Stennis, my bad. Alright, cool, yeah, so check that out. That worked in our favor. So I do kind of want to win this round. This is a question of how to do that. Guess we need 8 points. As unfortunate as it is, I guess we'll just have to go like this and get rid of the Blue Stripes Commando. That's a shame. It probably works out anyway since we have this Biting Frost, and I am going to want to play it, most likely. We're gonna start by getting Stennis on his side, get the spy out, get some more cards. Oh, that's really good. I'm pretty sure he has the same leader we do, right? Yeah, clear any weather effects. So I think we'll just use this now. If he wants to get rid of it, he can get rid of it, that's fine. But if he doesn't, of course, that's also fine. I feel like Trish should really be a better card, honestly. It's very disappointing that she's only 7. Like, if she's gonna have fire and all that, they might as well just give her the Scorch ability, I think. And he had both catapults, too. That's nasty. Not really sure who to bring back if we use Yennefer. You know what? I know what we can do. We can play this guy, then we'll play Yennefer and bring back the other commando. Oh, now we can't use ours because he just used his. That's kind of annoying. I just wanted to like get it out of the free round. So now we just have to hope he doesn't have a Scorch. Their Siri is also not exactly what we wanted to see. Oh man, if he has a Scorch, I'd be very annoyed. No. Alright, so we're gonna win that. Cool. We really went all in there though, since we literally had no cards left, so glad it worked out. What's she gonna give us? Preordain. I don't know what card that is either. I don't know what's up with all these cards I don't know. Or at least I'm not familiar with.
Hard times we live in.
So if it's a shitty card, that may be why I'm just not familiar with it. Also, our decoction ran out, so I'm just gonna... Oops. We're gonna get that back real quick by just meditating for an hour. There we go. Back to the Rosemary. As you can see, we have a stash here too, which is pretty nice. Also, what the hell is going on here? It doesn't even have like collision or anything. That's really weird. I guess we can't get in through the back either.
I'll never come back yet. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Gear up in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Never one to turn down the fight. So this is interesting actually. These guys don't seem to be scaled with the enemy scaling since they're only level 5. Which means I guess they're considered a boss, because I'm pretty sure all the bosses, like you get from like Witcher contracts and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure they don't scale with enemy upscaling.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Fuck off, Geralt. Need to spill your guts to me now.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about it.
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important to take care of now.
Meaning?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Zoltan. It's a great guy. Probably one of my favorite characters in the whole
From
series.
the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion. Aha!
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
If I'm not mistaken, that's another reference to the books where pardon me, Geralt and Dandelion got apprehended by some Scoia'tael elves. And when that happened,
From the
they
finest vineyards, every last one.
basically they're gonna
Who
kill
knows
them,
the
and they
fruit of
broke
the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Dandelion's. I guess that's a lute, right? It was a lute like a flute. Damn, I don't know. But something like that. So they broke his, and then eventually they managed to talk their ways out of it, being killed that is, and they got a lute out of it. Presumably that's a lute. If not, a guitar-like instrument.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it.
I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Alright, let's read this planet then, see what it has. Oh jeez. Should I sing this to you guys? Let's see what it says. So, I suppose Rosavar Atre is, or yeah, Atre, that sounds right, is the person. It says, like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humorous blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Charming garden enclosed villa in Gildorf. Alright. So then we have Molly. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf villa next to the morgue. The place is also Gildorf. Are they all Gildorf? Doesn't appear that way. So then we have Vespula. Though timid in looks, no adventurer did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a Big Dipper? And that's in the far corner's laundry near the mouth of the Pontar. You have Marabella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors. Standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. That's in the bits near Popper Square. Then Eliab, maybe? A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes, or be made a fool. And that's the tailor shop across from the tannery. And also my pretty poor attempt at poetry there, but I think we can ignore that for now. So interestingly, one of the people that asked us to talk to is Zoltan, so I guess we'll do that real quick.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off the Conan.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Oh. I guess we can just ask about everyone then, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Oh, poor bastard fled out the window.
There's some serious role-playing there.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosavar Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
I really want to know what that means, honestly, because that metaphor's escaping me, I gotta say.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Also of note, the person they mentioned right there, Francesca, if I'm not mistaken, that's supposed to be the most beautiful person in the world, and she's an elven sage? Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Also, I just wanted to point this out, but this painting here of Dandelion is also what his Gwent card looks like.
Nose is too small.
And right here, we're gonna stash these away for posterity's sake, since we're definitely not going to be using them anymore. Also, we can throw a couple of these in here. At least the ones we don't want, so we have 5% bonus gold going now. It's XP, XP, chance to dismember, chance to dismember. And the reason I'm putting these away is because they all weigh just 1 pound. And although that's not much, it can, what's the word? It can compound over time. Alright, so who's the closest person then? Looks like Vespula. So we'll be going to speak to her first. Also, we just hit level 12 while we were there, so let's see if we have another slot open. We do. That's pretty good. And I think all of these are maxed out already, so we probably can go for our next perk then. Awesome. So I'm thinking, what have we got here? Refreshment, we heal ourselves with potions. Protective coating, that's pretty good. Pyrotechnics, I mean basically this whole column here is like pretty bad, unless you just want to fuck around, in which case it could be pretty funny. Mostly because all this pertains to like bombs. So the cluster one might be kind of interesting. I've seen people use it. It still doesn't seem good, but it's like kind of amusing nonetheless. And it's basically when you throw your bomb, it like splits into several other ones, so you can get multiple bombs going off for the price of one. But even then, bombs aren't like good enough for that to be good. So we could do Frenzy. I mean, enemies don't really do counterattacks, so it's not really worth it. Endure Pain could be okay. I'm thinking we go with Protective Coating though. Alternatively, we could go Heightened Tolerance. I just don't really think that's necessary at the moment. Pretty sure Protective Coating would just do us straight better. Alternatively, I don't really think any of these are worth it either, to be frank. My very first build, I went for like Melt Armor and Fire Stream, but like, although Melt Armor seems like it should be really good because it basically gets rid of people's armor, I never really felt like it did, even though it was telling me it's like getting rid of 75% of the armor when you max it out. So maybe I'm just dumb, but it just didn't make sense to me. Or, I mean, it makes sense what it says, but like, it just didn't seem to be doing what it says it does. And I think eventually we're gonna be going for Quen intensity, since a lot of our fighting style relies on Quen. But that takes a pretty big investment in points here and signs, so for now we're just gonna go with protective coating, I'm thinking. Put both points in there. And hopefully we'll max that out, and then we'll probably get heightened tolerance until we can unlock this tier. At which point we'll get, almost certainly we'll get synergy right away. Synergy is super good. It basically increases these bonuses by 50%, so this would go to 45% sign intensity, this would go up to 900 health, etc. Pretty damn good. Anyways, let's get back to what we were doing. Talking to Vespula.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
I love how everyone in this game seems to butcher Geralt's name. Also, at the very beginning of the conversation, I was drinking from my water bottle, so if you heard some weird ass noises because I didn't turn off my mic, that's what it was. Just want to clarify.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
So now that I know the story, like after this, it's actually really interesting that she brings that point up. Because, well, I don't want to spoil it for everyone who doesn't know, though probably everyone does know this game at this point since it's been like 5 years. But something does go on at the bathhouse, so it's pretty interesting that that Dandelion was inquiring her about the employees there.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head.
His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
That's kind of an interesting sign. Laundry. Lovely. So it does seem to indicate that the next closest person is this way. Lee Hall or something like that.
Welcome.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Ellie Hal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Ellie Hal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Ellie Hal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Ellie Hal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
So it's certainly an unexpected turn, but pretty amusing in my mind.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
You know, you really gotta appreciate that. When you're like in the throes of death and all you can think about is, yeah, fuck these guys. It's badass, yo.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I
dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
With many characters in this game, we will be coming back to speak to him in the future. Though since we're here, we might as well see you so you can play cards.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
before we do that, can I back out? I cannot. Oh, well, I was just gonna see if he has
Wouldn't
cards.
mind a few rounds of cards.
I doubt he does, but just to make sure. So I'm pretty sure we won a card from the last person, right? I'm pretty sure it was Nilfgaardian too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was this guy, Siege Tactician. Throw him in the deck, why not? So I've been trying to make this. I think I did a little bit of this off screen. This like took like 10 minutes at the end of the last stream / episode if you're watching this on YouTube. And I started to compile this, so you see I got the got all the golden cards, or the hero cards I guess they're called, and some better ones. We have 2 Imperial Guards and 3 Nausicaa Cavalry Riders. I'm pretty sure you can get a third one of this guy though, so we'll work on that. And there are definitely several healers you can get for them too. And I already mentioned the spy, so we'll work on that. But for now, let's see what card this guy's willing to give us. Finally, so we get both our spies this time. That's pretty nice. We'll probably keep the decoys. Interesting. I kind of want to get rid of one of the decoys just to get a better card, but like, chances are, since we already have both the decoys in our hand, we're gonna be getting better cards anyway. So I think we'll just stay with this. Yes, Talon. This is a card I really want to get, but I forget who gets it to us. That's a really good 1 spy. So I give us the extra 2. Wow, too generous. So I guess it's pretty good we cut both of those decoys then, huh? So in general, as a rule of thumb, you always want to play your highest level spies first, because if they have any decoys, they're more likely going to pick them up immediately than play it on your side of the field. In which case, you'll be getting the high points added to your side rather than theirs. Also, just because of how this works out, I think this is gonna be us just massacring this guy since we're gonna have so many cards. Look at that, 14 already, and he has 22 points on the board. So I guess we can do this. That should bring him down to, what, 12? I guess we'll just do this then. Roach and Kira, I think. They look good. Oops, hope you guys didn't hear that. And looks like we go first this time, so let's just see what he has to play. Catapults. And I think this round we're just going to focus on getting him to play a whole bunch of good cards, since he can't lose it, otherwise he'll lose the game. And then we'll just win next round outright. It's possible we might just win outright this round too, but we'll see what happens. We don't have to worry about Scorch, which is pretty nice because he has an 8 point on his side, so Scorch will only kill that and nothing else. So something we could do is we could just do So he's gonna get a card when he wins, if we let him win. We could play one more card just to see what happens, and I guess that's fine. Let's see what he does. Alright, that's super good that we got him to play that then. Nice, so we'll just pass at this point. Shit, forgot to use my decoy to pick up a card. Oh well, not a big deal. And of course he's gonna have Siri. That kind of hurts. Oh, please don't tell me we just threw because I fucked up. That'd be really annoying. Okay, who can we bring back? Only 6s. Ooh. We can bring back 2 because we have the medic. Okay, it's not too bad then. And if I just did my math correctly, I think we're going to be winning by 2 or 3 points again. Yep, looks like 3. Alright, cool. Nice. That was a bit close again of a round, but we did manage to pull it out in the end, which is all good. And what did he give us? Reynolds something.
Greetings.
I just wanted to speak to him real quick too, just to see
Glad
if
to
he
take
has
a
any
glance at what you
cards.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
And he does not. And we'll be back for these masks later on. I don't really feel like buying them right now.
So long.
Just hope it don't come.
Also, I do apologize if you hear a dog in the background. My sister is getting her, my dog really hyped up. And energetic and all that. Oh, since we're here though, real quick, I'm pretty sure there's a poster board in the area. Yeah, it's kind of far. We'll ignore it for now. So we did pick up this poster board earlier, or notice board, and appears that there's more things there. I think we're gonna head here, then we'll head here, then we'll go like this or something like that. Start by talking to Molly though. Which, coincidentally, is also the name of my dog.
Must be mad running around in this race.
See if this guy plays cards real quick.
The best stock in all Novigrad.
I bet my guy.
No need to push, enough for all comers.
No one to push.
Very good. Manners before trade, always.
He does, awesome. See if he has any cards.
Let me have a look.
No, he does sell dust though. And I guess we can sell some of our stuff to him too, which is quite nice. Yeah, cool, got a few hundred out of that. Get some Gwent going.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
Oh shit, I forgot to check the last card we just got. So we did get our catapult that time too, nice. We're just gonna exchange this guy, see if we get anything. Exchange Zoltan too? Whatever. I'm surprised he hasn't played any spies actually, because normally Nilfgaard has tons of spies. It's gonna be pretty unfortunate if we can't end up using our decoys and they're just taking up space. It'd be nice if we can get a Scorch card too at some point. Right. I think at this point we just take back some of these cards into our hand, honestly. Oh, there we go. So we're definitely going to be taking a fat L on this round. Oh, JK, no we're not. So we played this guy, that gives us 26. If we play this guy, that gives us 31, and we can win that way. And I'll take that. So we certainly did not get a card I wanted. Well, for now, we'll just do this, I guess. And I think we're gonna bring back Vesemir? I think that'd be good. Alright, he's gonna give us that guy. Alright, that works out good. Alright, cool. So we're waiting to use our ability just in case he has any other weather cards. Oh, that's really good. So we can use this. We have our other Reaver already in the grave somewhere, so we can use her to bring that guy back, and that works out really well. Nice. So the real question is, do I get rid of the weather? I don't think there's any card he can play that'll allow him to win at this point. But clearing the weather would give us even more points, I think. So I think we'll do that. Right now it's a 22-point difference. And it becomes... what's that, 53? No, 43, pardon me. No, 53. No, they can't count. Alright, cool, so that worked out pretty well. That was a pretty dominating win. And in return he gave us Shilhard, Fitz, Osterline, something. What is that? Oh, this guy, cool. So we'll get him. And this is the other card we just won from the guy previous, so we'll put both of those in here. And we'll do this mission real quick.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people. They said. It'll pay off, they said.
That easy. Just a little bit of shit talk. Put people in their place, you know? Some people really need it. Shit talking, that is. Okay, we might leave Molly for last, because her quest can take us to somewhere else I kind of want to go. Before that, we're going to speak to this barber, see if we can get ourselves a haircut, maybe play some Gwent.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives, ground to sharpness mere moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
So I'm pretty sure Geralt's beard actually grows over time too, though I think this is the maximum length. Not really sure what the difference between these two are. Apparently he doesn't play Gwent though, so it's fine.
So long.
We'll be back when he does one day. No one can deny the rush of Gwent for so long. What we got there? A warning. Kick going in a pinch. Important. Yeah, I don't think any of these are missions. It's kind of flavored text by the look of things. We'll see what this guy has real quick though.
Don't be shy now. Looking doesn't cost a thing. There's plenty to behold. This here's a collection of wonders that belong to the mage Eramas. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Eramas' will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
Alright, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew, you could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Eramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
Alright, so I know at some point these are actually useful, so I am gonna buy them, but I forget exactly what they do, to be honest. 70? I think ours already do 70. We will get this Arenaria. Really struggling with some of these words, not gonna lie. We don't need a potion of clearance. We are going to sell off some of this junk though, so it stops taking up weight in our inventory. And I think that's good. Looks good to me. We will play him in some cards.
To matters less controversial, wouldn't mind playing a few rounds of Gwent.
Ah, so he's going Nilfgaard. Okay, okay. No spies. That is unfortunate. Still no spies. That is even more unfortunate. Well, hopefully, since he is Nilfgaard, he will play spies for us that we can use. Oh, he's gonna pass us like that, right? Damn. Alright. We'll just pass there. That is not what we needed. So I think we're just gonna give up this round. Maybe. Well, let's see what happens, I guess. No, this is really unlucky. We didn't get any spies, any medics, literally nothing. Maybe that hurts. I think we just gotta bring these cards back to our hands and end it. Probably he's gonna do the same. Dude. That actually hurts my soul so badly. We'll just pass then. And of course now he plays it. Ugh. I think we're gonna get crushed this round. Yeah, look at that. We got really unlucky if we didn't get any of our medics or anything. I don't think we have a chance. Especially if he has like a Scorch too or anything like that. That'd be really bad. So that said, that 9 guy could save us. Wow, look at that. 2 10 archers. That feels real bad. What they would call it. Alright, so I guess we just have to hope we get something good then. Yeah, so if he had a Scorch right there, that would have been the end too if he just killed these guys off. Oh, is this it? Wow. Fuck, why did I play that? I don't think he has any cards. Yeah, damn. So, Nilfgaard wins ties, by the way, which is why he won there.
Wasn't carved but produced using magic.
Welcome
I
back.
asked Triss about it.
So, interested in some of Erasmus's mementos after all? They're still...
So you may have heard Geralt talking there. He was just mentioning the items we had bought from him. We are going to play him again, though, because we would not suffer
To matters
defeat.
less controversial, wouldn't mind playing a few rounds of Gwent.
Alright, so already, hand is significantly better. Got a blue stripes. And a decoy. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I was hoping for a spy, like, feels bad that we haven't been able to get any. And hopefully he does not have a clear weather. He does not. Excellent. I guess he's gotta try and win this round then, if he's playing that hard, so... we will play to do the same then. So the thing is, I kind of want to save this decoy to do double medic, or if he has a spy to take it back. I guess we can just pass now anyways. I don't think it will really matter. He's already down to 3 cards. So we'll have to play at least one more to win. Yeah, I'm not even sure there's anything he can do at this point. Alright then, so that was a pretty easy win. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say that last game we had was this bad luck. This is a bit of luck to the game. Of course there's skill involved too, but like luck definitely has some effect on what happens. So I think we're actually gonna go speak to this person. Yeah, Marabella, she is much simpler. The other two basically have quests that go along with them, and I'd rather not do them right now. So now there's a tavern here. Like, is this the way in? No, it's not. Well, let's speak to her first, then we'll do the Gwent in the tavern.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside, class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out...
So I'm not sure if I actually have to, like, meditate to wait or not. I kind of forget, to be honest. But since we're here, we can read this nice sign. So this is Marabella's School for Tots, where they learn reading, writing, and respect for the gods. They charge no fees, but welcome all donations, and the generosity is what keeps them going. Lovely. Oh, apparently she's done, so we didn't have to wait long at all then. Don't step on me. It's funny, I didn't know the kids had lines like that. That's amusing.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
It was quite the poem though, not gonna lie.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
So once again, looking at all this in hindsight, a lot of these conversations we're having with the people, although they seem like very odd things, they actually do connect to Dandelion in the sense of where he's at currently. So we know he was... what do we know? You know, he was looking at fungi. Shit, there's one other thing. I cannot remember it for the life of me now, though. Oh, man. Well, if I remember, I'll mention it. Damn, what was the other thing, though? I feel really dumb. I really can't remember right now.
You're an artist? A sword swallower?
No, a witcher.
Never heard of that.
Is that even possible?
What did the cook make today?
The cook made no Gwent cards. That's deeply disappointing.
In the mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent'd be best.
So we did just get a card last game. Oh, we got it. Okay, so now we're finally starting to collect the spies, which is good. So I know that I think they have at least 4 I can think of. And another Nilfgaardian too. Cool, cool. We do have 1 spy, but I would like another. Wow, triple decoy. This could be a pretty brutal game. Especially since we don't have a medic, so I might, unless he has like spies, then this could be kind of shitty. Alright, so he's just gonna pass, and we're just gonna go like that then. So I don't really want to play my my units. Oh, damn, not a medic or anything. So right now we're just gonna try and bait out his cards as usual. Alright, that actually works out very well. We finally have a use. And hopefully we'll get our like engineering medic or another spy off of this. I say engineer, I meant to say like backline medic. Don't even know her name, can't think of it off the top of my head. Alright, that's fine. So really all our points are gonna come in right when we play these 3 guys, and assuming they don't have like a scorch or anything, we're just gonna blow them. Like blow them out. Alright, does not look like he has Scorch. Or if he does, he'll play it now and cuck us. Well, at least these guys will still win the round, but it won't mean anything really. We'll put salt in the wound, we'll hit that guy up. They get that point up. That's game. Oop, not mean to do that. Nice.
Looking for him.
We got a cockatrice out of that. Alright, that's an okay card. Can't complain too much. I remember seeing one more merchant down here.
Best deal around. One for the price of 2. Or, wait a second.
Alright, let me talk to you, my guy. There we go.
Greetings, at your service.
Show me your wares.
Let's have some lesser glyphs. They are kind of expensive. God damn, $5.54 each. Can you sell anything else? Eh, not really. Alright, that's fine.
So long.
So the real question is who to do next, Molly or Rosa Varatri? I think we're gonna do Rosa, because hers is a bit simpler. Alright, that's it. I do have to head out now, so I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you have all enjoyed today's content. If you do, please consider leaving a like, following, subscribing, any of that. I hope you all have a great day. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Talk to you later. Peace out.